Good morning, Emperor Eagles. Happy Thursday. Today, we have many families at Emperor School and in our community that are celebrating Diwali. Now, if you're like me, you may not have heard of it before. I actually have not, but I received several really beautiful cards from families and talked about their celebrations. And so I wanted to share it with you today. And as we know, good leaders learn more and read more. So I wanted to share a new book that I found to share with you and read with you about Diwali. Diwali is the Hindu festival of lights, and it signifies the victory of light over darkness, and it has religious and historical and seasonal significance in the Hindu tradition. You'll see many, many bright colors. So this was a beautiful card that I got, and there's beautiful colors and imagery. And one thing that good leaders do is, if you don't know, you go and find out some more. And so that's kind of what I did. And so I went and found a book about Diwali, and today I'm going to share it with you. It is called Benny's Diwali, and it is by 30 Umargar. I probably said it wrong, and I'm very sorry. And I'm going to read it to you today. Let me get this going. It is by Scholastic. That's the publisher. Benny woke up happy but nervous. It was her day to share about Diwali, the festival of lights. Since her class was learning about different celebrations, her teacher, Mr. Boomer, had asked her to talk about her favorite holiday. Last month, Sarah talked about Rosh Hashanah, and today it was Benny's turn. She hoped everything would go just as she and her teacher had planned. Benny started getting ready for school. She smiled as she noticed the Indian outfit that her mom and dad had laid on her chair. Maybe it was the perfect day to wear her new blue suede shoes for good luck. Benny turned around and got a glimpse of her mom looking so beautiful in the bright red silk sari dad had brought her for Diwali. It's beautiful. These pages are a little tricky today. Everybody went shopping for Diwali. Kids got new clothes and toys. Parents brought each other jewelry. Friends exchanged gift baskets filled with cakes and sweets and nuts. I would love a celebration with new jewelry. That would be awesome. Wearing her new clothes, Benny ran downstairs for breakfast. Instead of cereal, Mom and Dad had a treat for her. Warm jalabes, orange discs of sweetness that melted in her mouth when she bit into them, and soft, milky pittas that crumbled in her mouth and made her lick her lips. Dad quickly packed for the rest of her class. May the words you speak today be as sweet as jalabes and soft as pittas, he said. I apologize if I say those words wrong, and if you know how to say them correctly, come let me know so I can fix it for next time. Mom drove Benny to school. Remember to tell about the oil lamps, she told Benny as she kissed her goodbye. Good luck, Ben. You will do great. After morning circle time, Mr. Boomer called Benny's name, but when she stood before the class, a terrible thing began to happen. Suddenly, she felt so shy and scared, and her mind went blank. Some of the children began to giggle. Others fidgeted, not knowing what to do. Today is Diwali, Benny said nervously. What? Who? Yelled Tommy. The teacher stood up and gave the sign for quiet. Benny did not want to share her favorite holiday with her friends. Oh, I'm sorry. Benny did want to share her favorite holiday with her friends, but she couldn't find her words. Mr. Boomer kindly put a hand on her shoulder. Take a deep breath, he whispered. I know you can do this. Just then, Benny remembered what Mom had told her about the lamps. To celebrate Diwali, people lit oil lamps called diyas and put them on the front doors to guide good luck into their homes and chase away the darkness. All over the world, Diwali marked the victory of goodness and light. Benny now knew what to say. Diwali is the festival of lights. It is a Hindu holiday that lasts 5 days and celebrates the victory of goodness and hope. She told them about fireworks and how they whistled through the air and burst like stars in the night, leaving streaks of gold and red and green. She described the sparklers Dad lit in the yard, how she made figure eights with them, how the golden sparks opening like a flower. Mr. Boomer brought over the streamers that Benny had made. She took out some colorful glitter and asked Juliet and Aisha to help her make them brighter. The class gathered around Mr. Boomer's desk as Benny handed him a tiny electric clay diya. The teacher turned it on. The small flickering light looked so pretty that all the children oohed and awed. Benny told them that if on Diwali you looked down from an airplane, you would see the city shine like a diamond, lights shimmering everywhere you looked. She made them close their eyes and imagine a dark sky with a million twinkling stars. Diwali is a magical time for children everywhere. Benny had one more thing to show them, the best thing of all. She took out her bags of colored powder, blue, red, yellow, purple, green, and orange. She sprinkled them on the floor. First, she drew a flower with the powdered chalk, and then she used it to write, "Happy Diwali to all." The children started clapping, and Benny went to her desk, and out came the box of pettis and jabalis, one for each student in the class, and one for Mr. Boomer, too. They ate every last crumb of the sweets and smacked their lips in delight. Romeo raised his hand. "How many festivals are there in the world?" he asked. Benny smiled. "Thousands of them," she said, "and they are all beautiful in their own way." Mr. Boomer leaned over to Benny and said, "Great job," and she grinned from ear to ear. Benny walked home that day, celebrating her own victory of goodness and light. The spirit of Diwali was real. The story of the oil lamps had chased away her own fears. Everyone loved Diwali, this wonderful festival of lights. That was a great book, and we learned something new today. Maybe your family celebrates this, and hopefully you can share with your class your celebrations. The one thing that I want you to know that hopefully good leaders recognize is the fact that many celebrations, cultures, traditions, they have common threads. So maybe you've never heard of this one, but we learn about it, but you recognize some things that they do that maybe you do in your own. So celebrating freedom for us, for a lot of people here in America, we celebrate the 4th of July and you have fireworks. And in the summertime, they do sidewalk chalk art. So you can see the common thread of the chalk and the art and the beautiful colors. They might do something different. I've never had those treats or those snacks. And getting the cards at this time of year is different maybe than something that I'm used to. But I love learning about other cultures. I love learning how other people celebrate things. But most importantly, I love finding what is common amongst the differences. So it might be something different and new, but I can still see the things that are the same within all of us. I hope you have a great Thursday, even though it's a little foggy this morning. I hope you wear your mask and wash your hands really, really good. And always know that I love you. Have a great day.